Hello, everyone. Welcome to a little bit of an experiment. I guess we'll call this the soda fountain. It's kind of just it's a bit of a podcast. I'm here today with a longtime friend of mine named Pretzi. I
Sup,
though
folks?
yeah, but you're Diet Coke actually,
Hell yeah.
and here I am, hot cocoa that doesn't exactly come out of a soda fountain, but you
No,
know,
but I've seen it come out of nozzles.
yes, yeah. It's not never in any high quality capacity, but you know, quality isn't the name of our game. I think you're
No,
still a little too loud. All right.
no, if it's quality you're looking for, you're looking in the wrong
Yeah, if you're
place.
looking for quality, I don't know what you're doing on my channel. Like the jokes are good, but the visual fidelity is 720p at best.
Man,
He's still spiking into the red.
that's my natural energy, man. I don't know what to
You're
tell
too
you. Of
powerful. You're too powerful.
course I am.
Um. Okay. So I suppose the idea for this is that we will talk about our own topics. So we didn't prepare obviously because again 720p at best, 480p at normal. Uh,
Yep.
so I suppose I will leave the floor open to my co-host Diet Coke here, and what's something interesting you want to talk about? Because I know what I want to talk about already. But
What a,
we'll save that for the end because that's actually it's probably gonna get us demonetized. I talked
you
about
were
it
planning on monetizing this?
No, I don't have 1,000
Then
subscribers or 4,000 watch hours.
nope, I'm nowhere close to that.
Yeah,
Anyway, uh, uh, let's see. What do I want to talk about? Ugh. Yeah, see, I didn't prepare anything because this
yeah.
was so
It's so
random.
impromptu. We might randomly have a third guy join at some point.
Maybe, maybe not if he decides to
That is
come
a
online.
possibility.
Uh, how
I
about
could
I said,
drag one of my friends right now into this call.
do you really want to be that person?
Just be like, "Hey, we're doing a podcast." Oh, that'd be funny. Maybe someday I'll just drag him into the podcast and just not give him any warning.
Yeah, just be
Maybe
like,
someday.
hey, can you call right now? Yeah,
Hey,
sure.
hey, you free to talk? Yeah, cool.
Jeez, that'd be the
Yeah.
ultimate. That's not that. I don't know about that.
Yeah, me and him, we do stuff like that to other people all the time, though.
Of
Like
course you
one
do.
time he was playing Survivio. I was playing Survivio on his account, and
Mm-hmm.
he was talking to his friend through Discord like he was the one playing, and obviously me not knowing how to play. I walked around and I punched things. I was like, but is this the barrel that gives loot? Yeah. Oh, it exploded and killed me.
That's like me when I first
uh,
started learning how to play Minecraft. I'm like, ooh, how do I do this?
how do I fight creeper? Ah, not with a pickaxe.
Oh, now I'm dead.
Yeah, that's how
Time to
it
go
works.
creative.
Yep. All right, so yeah, take as much time as you need to think. We could talk about. You could talk about.
Oh, you know what I want to talk about?
Yeah,
Animal Crossing, because
Animal
you finally
Crossing.
started playing that.
Yeah, I did. I was actually planning on trying to stream it earlier, but my internet did not work out for it. I dropped 149 frames in the first like 2 seconds, or no, it
Jeez.
was like 4 seconds because it runs at 60 FPS. So in the first like 4 seconds, I dropped like 124 frames or some shit.
I finally got you curious.
Yeah, well, I'd been curious about Animal Crossing for a long time since like 2014. No, it was like 2013 when Villager got revealed for Smash, and then I like actually looked into it because whenever a new character is revealed for Smash, I look into their games,
Mm-hmm.
and I
I've
thought
been playing
Villager
Animal
was pretty
Crossing.
interesting.
I've been playing Animal Crossing ever since I was a wee girl, and New Horizons is just, it's so amazing.
Yeah, I've been hearing a lot of people say that this is the best one yet.
Yeah, pretty much. Like the graphics in it are so beautiful. Like in previous games, like the environment was pretty static, but in this one, like you can actually see like the wind blowing and like you can see the environment reacting to things, and it's so nice.
That's pretty nice, actually. Yeah, yeah. I'm currently playing a bit of City Folk. I managed to pay off the first level of debt within like what 2 hours of starting. Uh, and then it was like, now you owe me 120,000 bells, and I was like, what?
Yep, that's if you want to expand your house, which kind of is the only thing you could probably do at that point.
Yeah. Uh, Paying off debt level 1 in 2 hours is kind of like a pointless task.
Also, your opinion. What's your opinion on time traveling? Because that's kind of controversial in the
Um,
community.
I think it is I think that if you want to do it, if you just want to get to like the part where you can build whatever and just play Minecraft but animals, then
Mm.
go for it. You paid $60 for the game. If
Yeah, I
Nintendo doesn't want to patch it out so that setting the clock forward 2 hours doesn't change things, that is on them.
yeah, like don't get me wrong, I love Animal Crossing, but don't understand why 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 it has to follow the real world time. Like why doesn't it do it like Stardew Valley or what's the other game?
Harvest Moon.
Harvest Moon. That's a like where you just like it doesn't necessarily have to follow the clock, but you still have a progression around a clock.
Yeah, well, Stardew Valley is all based on its own time mechanics. So that game is we talked about it before. It's one of my favorite games.
Mm-hmm.
Like I had to stop playing it because I played too much of it. Uh, but like if you got like online, we could do co-op, and that'd probably be super fun.
Maybe. Wouldn't I
Maybe
have
I'll.
to buy the game though?
Yeah, and then you'd have to get Nintendo Online, but I think total that's like a $40 thing.
I already have Nintendo Online.
Oh, then just buy the game. It'd be like, let me actually look up what price it would be. Stardew.
Maybe I'll get it on Friday when I get my paycheck. I don't know.
Stardew Valley for the Nintendo Switch. Let's see here. On Amazon, the digital code, watch it be like $12 or something. Like actually, might actually just be like 12. Yeah, it's like $15.
Oh, actually, not that bad.
Yeah,
Then yeah, I'll probably get it on Friday when I get my
yeah.
paycheck.
On Friday we could just like jam out.
Yeah, and then I can learn the fundamental difference between the games.
Yeah, the big difference being that Stardew Valley has like combat and like a whole leveling system even.
Yeah, I've
Like
heard
it
that.
is very much an RPG as well as a social simulator.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently the guy who made it is currently working on another game in the same vein, but you are attending essentially like Hogwarts. He's making essentially Stardew Valley but wizards.
Oh my God, I love the Harry Potter series. I'm a Ravenclaw. Mm.
Uh, I think I think I got like I don't actually remember what I got when I took the house test. Let me take it. One moment.
It really surprised me that I was a Ravenclaw, but I guess it makes sense because I think of things more logically. I don't know. And then I got a pretty looking wand, and then like I tried recreating it with an old pair of chopsticks, and like, it doesn't look that great.
Yeah, let's take this test. One sec.
Are you taking the test right now?
Yeah, I'm taking the test right now.
Oh my gosh.
Wizardingworld.com, sure. Let's take the test. Let's do this. This is gonna be fun.
I am a Ravenclaw. My wand is made cherry wood. My Patronus is a Basset Hound. Uh, I'm trying to remember.
I have cherry wood in my backyard, just sitting there being unused. Hogwarts sorting experience, sure.
Didn't quite work.
Oh yeah, you're chopping up pretty bad.
Oh no.
But
My my Wi-Fi might be going on the fritz again.
log in. Oh, fuck that. Whatever. We'll say I am probably a Hufflepuff because I'm too lazy to make an account.
Sure.
Yeah, that's Hufflepuff, right?
Hufflepuffs are finders, so
Finders.
maybe
I do find some pretty good memes.
they're also remarkably silly. Like they're
Oh
usually
hell yeah.
like I
Well,
thought I was a Hufflepuff, but
well,
nope,
the
I'm
thing
a
is
Ravenclaw.
too. I'm very like. I'm not even gonna like bother talking about it. I don't want to talk about myself.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't like talking about myself online. Because like I do try to like keep in touch with my friends, especially when they're like going through a lot of stuff. Like one of my friends who's actually in that who's actually in the server that we're mods in on Discord.
Mm-hmm.
They are they just had to put down one of their pets. Like, was it
Oh.
yesterday? Yeah, it was like yesterday morning.
Oh, that's
And I've been
terrible.
keeping in pretty much constant contact with them for the past since then. Just making sure
Oh.
they're okay, checking up on them.
Give them
But
my condolences.
yeah,
I know
yeah,
losing a pet's always hard.
yeah,
I mean,
it sucks.
the only pet I ever, or the only pet that I can vividly remember their death was a goldfish, and I'm pretty sure I was responsible for it.
Jesus, did
I
you
was like
win the
6 at the
goldfish
time.
at a carnival?
No, no, no. Like it was a pet goldfish me and my sister had, and like I was around 6 at this time, so I didn't quite understand that like human food and fish food
Is
were two
different
things
things,
that
yeah.
yeah. So I think I fed it a chicken nugget and it didn't respond.
Yeah.
But
What
now
I
I know.
what I actually kind of want to do at some point is I kind of eventually want to get like a Venus flytrap.
Oh yeah, yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, I think those are super cool. But you have to like have special fertilizer and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Because they need because the reason why they digest meat is actually because they don't produce nitrogen of their own, and they grow in nitrogen poor environments.
Oh.
Yeah, and it's like super important for a plant or something like that. I think it's nitrogen that they need.
Hmm.
But yeah. So anyway, back to Animal Crossing. um, yeah. So time travel, I think it's fine. You paid $60 for the game, and it's not ruining the game for other people, right?
No. And
Yeah,
if you do it wisely, it really doesn't have too much of a consequence.
yeah. I mean,
Like if you only do it like day by day and like you actively play those days, the game really doesn't even register it. But if you're like skipping years upon
oh yeah,
years,
no, that could be like really bad. That.
yeah,
I remember
no, that
once
can
my
have.
friend was doing the same thing on a mobile game. I think it was a Skylanders mobile game when I was in like high school. And my friend was doing that, and he accidentally skipped ahead too far, and then they patched that exploit out, and his essentially his punishment was that it considered the last time that he collected resources from stuff was like 3 years in the future. So he had to wait like 3 years and then the cooldown to collect resources.
Oh my god,
It was really funny.
that sounds amazing.
Yeah.
But yeah, me and my sister like the time travel in Animal Crossing. I mean, within the first couple of days, I already had quite a bit in New Horizons when other people like were still starting out, and I
Yeah.
was like, "How do I do this and this?" And then I looked online and I'm like, "Oh, right,
Time travel. Yes, Terminator. Of course.
you call me the time travel wizard."
Yep. The time traveling witch, but I will be a lowly peasant playing at my own pace
That's fine. I still respect that.
in between marathons of playing Smash for 8 hours at a time.
Yeah, I still need to get that.
It's a very good game.
I know. You know what? My mother, who I did not get to see for my birthday, which was on Saturday, so now I am the big 2-0.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm
Nice.
old. Um,
That was what, the 28th?
yes. I was supposed to be
Yeah.
an April baby, but I decided screw it and came out early.
Yeah. So in 8 years, you'll have your golden birthday.
My golden birthday.
Yeah, when you'll turn 28 on the 28th.
Oh, didn't think about that.
Yep. I
Um,
had mine this year.
oh, what day was it?
23rd of January.
You're 23.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
I
Fish
am
is the
old.
youngest of
Yeah,
us.
Fish is the youngest of us. Yeah.
I'm not the baby, which is weird because I'm usually like either the mom of the group or the baby of the group.
You have no idea how many times I've met people online and just like been in a Discord server and just been like, I'm probably the oldest person in the server. And then
Like,
usually people are like, well, I'm 19. I'm like, I'm 23.
I'm
They're just like,
23,
what the hell are
dude.
you doing here? I don't have a job.
I don't have a job. I'm a. I don't have a job.
Yeah.
Oh
Oh
God.
man, I can smell the fucking brownies I made earlier. Hang on, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go get some brownies.
Oh my God.
Listen, I baked them at like 5 o'clock and I haven't had any yet.
Oh my God. They've been sitting there for 3 hours.
Yeah, they've been covered though.
How can you smell them then?
Because my mom just opened it.
Oh. What
Yeah.
kind of brownies did you even make to still smell?
Funfetti. So they've
Funfetti
got like M and M's
brownies.
in them. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Go
One
get
moment.
some. This is interlude music. This is interlude music. This is interlude music. Till he gets back with a brownie. I'm not good out at pacing. I don't know. So, the Backstreet the Boys concert. Anyone get tickets? No? If you don't get the reference, I don't know if we can be friends.
Okay, I'm back.
Cool. I totally wasn't just singing.
That's fine. I mean,
Oh
we
no,
were still
you can.
recording. Yeah.
I know. I made you some interlude music if you
Nice.
wanted to cut that part out.
Editing. What's that? No, actually, editing is actually super fun for me. I love editing videos.
Cool. Then you can totally edit my interlude song.
Oh no, like long form videos like this, I'm not gonna really bother editing. But like if I ever decide to like do like a 20-minute Let's Play video, I'll like do an hour, and then I'll just edit it down.
Hmm.
I don't know, an hour might be long, might be a bit much. Like, but I'll edit out parts I have to redo or whatever.
Ah.
Yeah. But yeah, go ahead. Keep going about Animal Crossing.
Oh, what was I gonna say? Hmm. Oh, right now I'm working towards getting a wishing wand, or a wand, might I say? Because in this game, you can make a wand from or star bits or whatever they're called
The
from
Super
wishing
Mario
stars.
Galaxy stuff.
No, like on clear nights, like it is in my game. You can have shooting stars, and you can actually wish on them, and then the next morning you'll have like stars or like shooting stars on your shore. It's cool. It's cool.
That does sound pretty awesome, actually.
Mm-hmm. And I love how in this game they have so many customization options. So like my character actually looks pretty it looks pretty cool.
Man, I saw people like making skimpy like anime outfits and thirsting over Animal Crossing, and I was like, all y'all need to go to jail.
I saw a video of someone who made it like they made like a bikini outfit
Oh no.
off of one of the dresses and like right at the end like they zoomed in on the butt and like the way the dress worked like it wiggled so it looked like it had a big butt and I was like and it was set to the music of Sexy Back.
Jesus. Y'all really need Jesus.
I think it was done as a joke, but I just found it really funny.
Said the bisexual.
You don't need Jesus, says the asexual.
Yeah,
Jeez.
I'm the only one who gets to say that. God,
Yeah,
what
I
even
know.
is Fish? Isn't he Pan?
Yes.
Yeah, he's Pan.
Fish is
Fish
yeah,
is Pan.
fish is pan.
Listen, if it's 18, oh boy is ready. No, that's omnisexual.
What? No, that's pansexual
No,
because pansexual
no.
is all.
No, omnisexual is you will fuck everything. That's what Team 4 Stars Dumplin, he's omnisexual.
Oh, yeah, right. I
He
forgot
fucks
about
all things.
that. I forgot about that. Yeah, yeah, if I wasn't bisexual, I'd probably be omnisexual.
Yeah.
Um, but no, I'm bisexual.
Yeah, I'm asexual. I do not feel sexual attraction to anything. Though
What about romantic attraction?
I think I might be hetero romantic. I don't know. I just haven't like met anyone that I'd be like, yeah, I'd date them.
Huh. All right.
Yeah, cuz like I do think that yeah, sure, being like having a family and stuff and like being a father, that'd be cool and all, but I just don't want to have sex.
Oh, okay. So you basically want to have a family, just not any of the hoo-ha stuff.
Yeah, I'll fucking adopt.
Dude, same. Especially if I have like a especially if I have a female spouse.
Yeah, like totally go for it. Also there's like a crazy thing, and apparently like I think I've heard about this. I'm not sure. Let me fact check myself real quick. Um, that if a lesbian couple, well, you could also do like in sperm donor if you're a lesbian couple at that point.
Mm,
But I
I'd
don't
rather
know.
just adopt.
Yeah,
Especially the way that my niece is. Yeah,
yeah.
I think I'll adopt.
Or you could do what's it called? You could do a surrogate as well.
mm, maybe. I don't know.
I don't know.
Dude, I'm only 20.
You got
I
at least 20 more years.
yeah. Yeah, because
Yeah,
my dad didn't have kids until he was in his 30s, late 30s.
last time I talked to my dad was in 2012. No, 2013.
Well, I live with my dad, so I mean,
My dad tried to text me a couple of weeks ago. I left him on red.
jeez. I want to say that's like the relationship I have with my mom, but it's not really. Like
Yeah, my dad's awful.
I mean, my mom's not the best, but she's not the worst
No,
either.
my dad's actually awful. But yeah. So, oh man, I do eventually. I probably will get Animal Crossing New Horizons.
Yeah, and then we can play online together.
Oh yeah, and all like 6 frames that will get
6 frames. Huh.
6 frames by the heat death of the universe. Yep.
Jeez, I mean, if I get a capture card for my Switch, although those things are expensive.
Um, it depends on what you consider expensive, because I know you can get capture cards off of Amazon for like $100.
Yeah, that's expensive for me.
Yeah.
Anything over 50 is really expensive.
Yeah. Again, getting a check from the government, skewing
Remember,
my perspective. Yeah.
broke college student?
Yeah. Oh.
Speaking of which, I had one of my first online classes for one, or I had an online class for one of my classes for the first time today, and my professor kept coughing, and she's like, "I wouldn't be surprised if I had the coronavirus." I'm like, "Geez, Connie."
Ooh, she got that Rona. Now the
No,
task force will put her in a coma.
oh my God, no,
Your aroma
no.
smells like Corona, so we gonna put you in a coma.
Oh my God, no. She probably just had a respiratory infection, which is why she was coughing. And she's like, "That's probably it, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was corona." And I'm like, "Geez, dude, calm down."
Yeah. What's actually the current numbers? Let me look up the current number for Corona.
It's, I actually, there's a part of me that hates this whole online stuff. Another part of me that's like,
You kind of vibe with it. Mm, more lag. Wonderful.
my classes have significantly gained in length. So, like, classes that would be like 3 hours are now 30 minutes.
Total number of cases is 857,850. But that is not including the. Alright. So, I just checked the numbers.
Mm-hmm.
It's about 856,000 ish, I think it was. It's like 850 something thousand. Total cases. That's counting the people who got it and then recovered, which is like 177,000.
That's not bad.
So it's like a little over 500,000 people.
In the U.S. alone?
No,
or
total, worldwide.
Oh, okay, I was
Like
gonna say, I'm like,
650 something thousand.
I was gonna say I thought the U.S. was like still like in the single digit thousands.
No, we're in the we're in the hundred thousands at this point.
Damn it!
It's like almost 200,000 as of yesterday. It was like 186,000 last night.
Jeez, and then isn't deaths like 50, or am I totally wrong?
Total deaths worldwide from the source I just saw was like 1.5k.
That's not.
Fortunately, we live in a world where or we live in a country pretty with pretty advanced medical tech.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
The
Like,
availability of said medical tech is a completely different issue entirely, but
I'm not gonna get into that because I hate
that's
getting political,
politics.
but
Politics is one of the things I don't want to have be present really on this channel.
nope, because
Like I accept that no matter what I say, someone's gonna be pissed off, but
oh, of course,
yeah.
that's the case. Always the case.
Like
With
I
politics.
could say Hitler bad, Nazis evil, and someone's gonna be like, "Well, I don't think you should say that because some of your viewers might not agree with that." And I'm just like, "Well, good. I don't want my viewers to disagree with that."
Mm.
It's like, listen, if you think Hitler good, like,
You've
just to
got some
say
underlying
credit
issues to
where
it.
it is due, some of the things Hitler did, like in terms of like the stuff for infrastructure he did, were not like awful. Like he basically is the person who created the modern highway system. However,
Really?
yeah, because the American highway system is based on the German Autobahn.
Huh, didn't know that.
Yeah. Which was a World War II system Hitler used to transport soldiers and like troops and supplies around. Which is essentially it's a highway with no speed limit. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah, people go from all over Europe to Germany to like just absolutely tear it up down some of the straits. Like it's like the German police know, they know, but it's a long straightaway. If you fuck up, it's your fault.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. So the American interstate highway system is based on it.
Oh yeah. From what? Okay, so yeah, from what I'm looking at. Oh wow.
Yeah, right.
Wow.
Like you never
the
would have thought.
confirmed cases. Yeah. What's
Oh, we're
happening?
talking about that Rona again. Thought we were talking
Oh
about
no.
highways.
Oh no, I'm going back to Corona because I think it's interesting.
It is.
Uh, huh. All right.
I almost wonder if Plague Inc. is doing like, because I think they should do this. They should do like a thing where you like see the symptoms and the way that coronavirus spreads, because with their platform and their game, they should definitely take advantage of that.
I loved playing that game.
It's still quite good. There's a custom scenario creator now.
Yeah, I love it.
It's a great game. Great game.
It's very informational.
I played it like a couple of days ago even, and then I felt
Yeah.
really bad about it.
Because of the current state of the world.
Yeah. Although Plague Inc. is actually quite like it's actually really fascinating how accurate like a lot of Plague Inc. like really do be though.
Yeah.
Like the like whole transporting, like because people don't take it seriously and stuff. It's really interesting.
Yeah.
Um
I feel bad because at first, like, I didn't think much of this, and now I'm like, oh.
well, I mean in the grand scheme of things, 200,000, like you have to think of it, you got to also remember the United States is one of the largest countries on the planet just in terms of sheer landmass.
True.
200,000 people, if it was spread evenly across the United States, it wouldn't be that big of a deal, really.
No.
Like, that'd be like one person every, like, few miles. It wouldn't be that big of a deal. The problem comes from the fact that it's, like, the big cities. Like,
Yeah.
every state almost having it. Like, not every state has a big city, but the big cities that America does have are huge.
Mm-hmm.
Like L.A., Chicago, New York,
Oh, yeah.
Houston, Austin,
Mm-hmm.
um,
Austin.
yeah, Boston, yeah, Boston, even Cleveland. Although
Yep.
Cleveland is actually really weird. Cleveland doesn't look like a big city. Like it's
Looks are deceiving.
yeah, it's really crazy. They don't have skyscrapers really. It's kind of bizarre.
Mm.
Yeah. Like their baseball field is like below ground level there. It's really crazy.
Yeah, you told me about that.
Yeah. I love Cleveland. It's a really awesome place. And if you go to Cleveland, you may as well at that point go to Cedar Point, which is like Six Flags on steroids. Like I don't think I can put into perspective just like the fact that Cedar Point is actually like a, one of the coolest amusement parks in the world.
Hmm.
Um, there are places like it, like the company Cedar Fair that owns Cedar Point. They do
Mm-hmm.
have other amusement parks around the like Midwestern area of the United States, but
Mm-hmm.
Cedar Point is like the big like grandfather of them all. Like, have you ever heard of the Beast?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a roller coaster at Cedar Point.
Oh, okay.
And then they had Son of the Beast, which was a disastrously failed roller coaster. Actually, if you're actually interested in like defunct amusement park rides, there's a YouTube channel called Defunct Land.
Oh, yeah, I've heard about
Oh
that.
my
I've watched it.
god, that guy, the perjurer. Oh my
Mm-hmm.
god, that dude makes some of the best content on YouTube.
Yeah.
Like the research he does, the way he presents his information, it's
Mm-hmm.
all very very well done. And oh man, I'm just sad he hasn't like actually put up like a defunct land in a while. Maybe he has and I just haven't checked.
Mm.
Yeah. But yeah, coronavirus definitely is a serious issue. I'm not gonna say that it isn't.
No, it is.
200,000 people getting sick with 1,000. What was it? It was like 1,500 dead.
What? No,
No,
it's
worldwide.
oh, 42,000.
42,000 people dead. Yeah, 42,000 people being dead is like super messed up. That is really really bad. That's awful.
Yeah.
Um, like sure, events in the past have gone and killed more people, But this is an epidemic the likes of which have not been seen since the Spanish flu during World War One.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Huh.
that killed a lot of people. And it was super repressed in the media because obviously World War One was going on, and
Yep.
it was all propaganda stuff. Like, oh, the flu isn't a problem here. Our country is strong and healthy, and the only place where those restrictions weren't up was Spain, which is why it's called the Spanish flu.
Right.
Yeah,
Just like how people
the Chinese flu.
loving,
Yeah,
yeah, how people lovingly refer to it as the Chinese flu, even though
it's
that's.
way worse than a flu. It's not a flu.
Mhm.
It is not a strain of the influenza virus.
That's in. Sorry, I'm still looking at the stats.
We were talking about Animal Crossing.
Yeah. How did we? I don't care.
Yeah.
There are technically, I believe, at the moment, the most deaths from the virus are in Italy right now.
Yeah, Italy got hit pretty bad.
Yeah, I know. I feel bad.
Yeah. I'm honestly surprised Greece is doing as well as it has been with all this. I haven't heard anything about Greece because Greece actually just had like a huge economic disaster a few years ago.
Yeah, I heard about
Like
that.
it was really bad. They were like ultra bankrupt. It was really rough.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah. But oh man, what else? Um at about the 45-minute mark, I'll let you know when it comes up. I'll give you a few options as to what I could talk about, and
Boy.
I'll let you choose because I have a couple things I'm willing to talk about, and I don't imagine one of them would be one that you're super interested in hearing about, but one you might want to know about to like spread the word about. So,
Why can't we just talk about that now?
uh, because I don't know what your threshold for fuck this is.
I mean, I'm pretty much down for whatever, so.
Okay, all right. So, all right. There is a Korean channel on YouTube called
Uh
So
huh.
Young,
Uh
and she
huh.
does mukbang videos. All right.
I feel like I've heard about this, yes.
She eats animals alive.
What?
Yeah, she eats sea creatures alive,
Oh.
like
Oh, okay.
sharks and octopi.
Okay, that's. I thought you were talking about, like.
Yeah.
Okay, that's. See, that doesn't, like, freak me out
But it's
too much.
really fucked up.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, at least it's not a deer or something.
No, but she tortures the animals first.
Oh, that's not
Yeah.
cool.
What she'll do is she bought like a bunch of shrimp and just ripped their heads off.
Oh my god.
Yeah, she just straight up Mortal Kombat fatality the shrimp before eating them. Uh,
That's.
I only found out about this credit where it's due to because of Critical.
Huh.
Critical made a video about it, and I'm not gonna recommend that you watch this video. I'm not because the clips that he uses in the video are some of the less some of the less horrific clips, and I'm the kind of guy who loves slasher movies, who loves crazy brutal gore and all that crazy stuff. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
I almost threw up watching those clips
Oh my
because
gosh.
it was like you could like so essentially what she would do is she had a video where she bought, I don't know where the fuck you buy a whole shark, like a whole live shark. She just took it out
That's
of
like
the,
some
yeah, that's
black market crap.
well, it wasn't a big one. It was a small one.
Oh.
It was like 3 feet long.
Oh, okay. So maybe a pet store.
Yeah, like maybe that's a thing you can just do in South Korean fish markets or something.
I don't know.
But she took it out of the like little case she had it in and just fucking put it on her kitchen floor.
Oh, that's
Just put it there while it was alive and, wiggling around trying to get her because obviously she took it out of the water and started suffocating it,
yeah.
which in case you didn't know, most sharks can also be suffocated by not giving them enough room to move because
Oh,
sharks
really?
cannot actually pump water through their gills.
Oh my God.
Yeah, they actually have to. That's why sharks don't really sleep.
Mm.
Because if they sleep and stop moving, they just die.
Oh wow.
They have like
Mood.
a semi sleep type state that they can enter, but
Yeah.
they can only do that safely because again they're fucking sharks.
Mm.
Like the only real enemies they have are like killer whales and dolphins.
Mhm.
Which dolphins are like brutally aggressive to sharks. They like they hate with a passion. It's really interesting.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah. So another one is she like bit the heads off of squids and octopi
Mhm.
while they were alive,
Mhm.
and like, oh god, you could just see them struggling and freaking out.
Oh my God.
And she makes these like goofy faces, like, oh my god, oh no, it's getting everywhere, and I'm just like, you're fucking biting into its skull. Or well, squids don't have skulls, but you get the idea.
Yes, I.
You're biting into its fucking brain. Yeah, I'd probably try to sock you in the face too. Like,
Yeah. I wouldn't appreciate being taken
let me
a
see if I can
bite out
find her
of.
YouTube channel. Actually,
Oh my
I'm
God.
not gonna like link it to you or anything. I'm just gonna try and find it and see if it's been terminated yet because she had 3.2 million subscribers.
It's insane.
Yeah, 3.2 million subscribers torturing animals and eating them alive.
Yeah, that's.
And I imagine at this point, now that Critical has brought it to attention, that at this point she's probably been terminated. Let me see. I'm not gonna do that on my computer. I'm gonna do that on my phone because my phone is a little faster.
Hmm.
Uh,
Giga fast. Hmm.
oh my God, she's still up.
No.
Yes. She has 3.3 million subscribers now.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
3.34 million.
Oh my God. These
And
people are insane.
I can't tell what her most recent thing she's eaten was because, oh my god, edible scotch tape. Yeah, sure, like goofy shit like that, like edible scotch tape. That's fine. I'm okay with that. But
Yeah.
like she fucking eats these animals alive. Yeah, like she ate 5 octopi live.
All right. That's not okay.
Live prawn just tore their heads off.
Also not okay.
Live squid killed them, ate them.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, this is all within the last 2 weeks.
Jeez Louise.
Yeah, those are videos she's uploaded in the last 2 weeks.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Like, it's one thing if you, like, I'd be okay if you humanely killed the octopus and then
Yeah.
prepared it. Like, and actually showed how to cook and prepare octopus. That'd be cool.
Right.
I'd be okay with that. But when you're torturing an animal as intelligent as an octopus, or, like, that's where, like, my issue really starts to come up because octopi are one of the most intelligent species on the planet.
Yeah.
Because did you know that if you take an octopus out of water, it will remain calm? It will not immediately freak out, despite
Wow.
literally suffocating.
It's
it
the
literally
personification of the "this is fine."
No, because what it'll do instead of freaking out is it will look for a way back.
Oh. Smart.
Yeah, it'll calmly analyze and it'll know I've got a few minutes before I die. I'm going to think of a way out of this.
Mm-hmm.
And oh god, and the fact that they can change colors.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god, octopus are so cool. They're so awesome.
Oh yeah.
Squids, I don't know like much about squid. I imagine they're like, I imagine that they have some sort of similarly complex. Uh, I know not as complex, but like at least a moderately complex nervous system.
Hmm.
Uh, just being so similar, although they're probably genetically very different, and I'm probably completely wrong. I'm not a marine biologist, but yeah, like that, like prawn, like oh my god, that she like grabs them out of the pan. She has this huge pan full of them. She grabs them and just twists their head off,
Oh my
and then
god.
just bites into the body.
Oh my god.
And I'm just like Jesus Christ.
Girl.
Like, how on earth are you still on YouTube? Like, that is straight up animal abuse, and I
Mm.
don't want it to, and I don't want people to like say, "Oh, but that's their culture," because there were like Korean people in the comments of like Critical's video, and it's like, no, this is not like the Korean culture or anything. This is just fucked up.
Yeah, no. And especially that she's like kind of making
Yeah,
a joke, like
yeah.
doing the silly faces, like kind of making fun of it.
Like, it's one thing to make a video showing like how to make a seafood dish starting with a live animal. It's one thing
Right.
to do that because that
I've
could
seen
be
tons of
interesting.
those videos, and like they put plenty of warnings on them, like do not watch if you're
Yeah,
faint of heart, and
if you're
like
faint of
that's
heart,
totally fine.
yeah, I'm okay with you with you making a video like today I'm going to show you how to make like sushi starting with a live tuna or something. As long as you
Yeah.
don't like torture the animal beforehand, that's fine. Because
No,
that
and
makes for some cool content. Just like seeing something that you don't see every day.
like the videos that I've watched of like the live animals being killed to make food, like they don't make a
They're
sport
quick
out
and
of it. They
clean
do it exactly.
because because actually did you know that animals actually taste worse if they are panicked when they die?
Huh.
Because yeah, they lose flavor. I
Huh.
think specifically pork is one that like when they kill a pig, they do it real quick, real clean.
Huh.
Because if a pig freaks out before it dies, it loses like 30 or 40% of its flavor
Oh wow.
because like it starts burning fat so fast out of panic.
Yeah, and pork is a pretty fatty meat.
Yeah. Like and then it starts releasing all sorts of different pheromones into its own body and
Mm.
chemicals and then it just doesn't taste good.
Mm.
So every time you have some really good bacon, you can be pretty sure that that pig died pretty quick and clean.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like what she's doing is absolutely horrendous, and like I don't say this often. The last person I ever said this about was J Station. Who have you heard of J Station?
No.
Oh boy, we have a treat for you. Um, I'll talk about him after I wrap this up, but I would go as far as to say that anyone who uploads videos like this thinks it's funny and casually just tortures animals that are like as intelligent and aware as like an octopus. I would say that you're subhuman garbage. Is that a little harsh to say? Yeah, but you're like torturing and killing animals for your own entertainment and to make money.
Yeah, especially for the money part.
And I know that like I'm probably biased because I volunteered at an animal shelter. So like yeah, I've seen what like cruelty can do to an animal. But yeah, it's just really hard to watch because this lady's just like biting into these animals live and like their eyeballs will like fucking pop out and shit.
That's terrible.
Yeah, and then she just like throws them to the side like it ain't shit.
Yeah, like I don't know. That sounds messed up.
Yeah. But anyway, that's all I want to talk about her for. We talked about her for a solid like 13, 14 minutes.
Oh wow.
Um J Station is a much more fun person to talk shit about because he's only been arrested for assault.
He's only been arrested?
Yeah, so far. J Station was. Do you know what a 3 a.m. challenge is?
No. I'm uncultured.
No, it's a good thing you don't know what a 3 a.m. challenge is, but now I'm about to ruin all that for you.
Oh, it's fine.
So a 3 a.m. challenge is essentially like, oh, do something at 3 a.m. and spooky things happen and is clearly fake and meant for small children who think they're hard.
Oh.
It's like, oh, you think you're hard? Man, I bet you never tried calling Jeff the Killer at 3 a.m. Like you know, that sort of crap.
Right.
And J Station was like God King Supreme of the 3 a.m. challenge until it must have been almost a month. It might have been a month, or it might have been more than a month ago at this point. But it was almost certainly more than a month ago because it was like middle of February. So J Station go. J Station goes and uploads a video saying that his girlfriend died in a drunk driving accident, where a drunk driver hit her car, killing his girlfriend.
Oh my god.
Now,
let me guess. That wasn't true.
No, it was not. She was very much alive, and she was very much alive and well, and he used the video where he supposedly was talking about her death. He used it to try and promote his second channel to get it to 1 million subscribers.
Are you actually shitting me?
No, that it's a real thing that happened.
Alright. That's not... Alright, that's just crossing a
And
line.
then the next video after this was him visiting a memorial that he himself built for his not yet dead girlfriend at the site where she supposedly died.
Mm-hmm.
And this is not the first time he's pulled shit like this, where he lied about having his house broken into and getting the shit kicked out of him, and being robbed and threatened with a gun and stuff. He's faked all this shit before. But so he does this, and then Some Ordinary Gamers does a little bit of detective work, calls the Toronto Police Department, and asks, so has anyone by his girlfriend's name Alexia, has anyone by the name of Alexia so-and-so been reported dead due to a drunk driving accident in the city of Toronto where they live? And the police were like, no one died. There was a woman named Alexia was injured, but not with the same last name. She was injured, like, just I think she like tripped or something. And I don't know. They didn't really elaborate on it because it wasn't pertinent information.
Right.
But then it comes out, like, so Alexia's parents find out about this shit, because of course they do.
Of
and
course.
Then Alexia breaks up with him, and then there's this huge back and forth of J Station and Alexia trying to, like, say, oh, you think I'm bad? You should see this, like, them, like, what they're really like off camera, like how she calls me in the middle of the day and yells at me about how everyone hates me and how awful I am. But then, meanwhile, J Station, in the middle of all this, he makes a 3 a.m. challenge video trying to summon his girlfriend with a Ouija board.
Oh my god.
And then, oh my god, it's so good. And so it finally all culminates. J Station gets arrested on charges of assault and leaves YouTube because, yeah. And his whole channel got demonetized. Also, if you ever, like, watch his content, it's like the most bland cookie cutter, like, So what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another 3 a.m. challenge. Today we're going to be buying a real monster off the dark web.
God.
And it's just like... I think the monster on the off the dark web one, that one was pretty funny because it was a fucking Muppet. It was a fucking Muppet. It was like, oh, what's this? It's just a computer. Oh, he's logged in. I'm gonna delete his YouTube account. I'm like, well, clearly not, because watch the videos on YouTube. It's like in Black Ops, like in original Call of Duty Black Ops, it's like, oh man, is the main character gonna die? Well, clearly not. The game takes place in his flashbacks. How do you die in a flashback?
Well, I mean, it could be a flash of your life before you die, sort of thing.
Well, no, because like that would be one thing if it wasn't, if we didn't already know that the whole game was flashbacks. Because the opening menu sets it up. Where you play as the main character strapped to a chair being interrogated. So clearly, until the events of the game catch up to that, you can't die. So, yeah, oh my god. Like, J-Station is... He's a fucking train wreck. He's like the worst. But it's so... It's a train wreck. And, like, I'm sad that the train wreck has finally come to a screeching halt at its final station in all of its destroyed, burnt up, blasted out glory. Because now I won't get to see how he fucks up next. The only thing is, I personally hate J-Station because whenever a YouTuber died or anything, he would make a YouTube video. Alright, so do you know who Etika is?
No.
So there was a YouTuber called Etika World Network. He had a lot of mental health problems in, I think it was right about summer 2019. He had a bunch of mental health problems, got his channels deleted by uploading porn to them, and, like, was freaking out, like, clearly had some real shit, like, wrong with him, and committed suicide by jumping off the Brooklyn Bridge.
Oh, no.
So, he was a YouTuber I personally met, like, in real life, at C2E2 2016. I played Smash Bros. With him, and I remember talking with him for a little while. He seemed like a really cool dude, and obviously, for me, he was one of my favorite content creators, and when he died, it hurt. It made me very sad. It was really awful. I remember telling my boss while I was at work, the same day that his body was found, I just remember walking into work and just looking sad. And this is before I knew his body had been found. And my boss asked me what was wrong, and I said, I just have this awful feeling that something terrible is going to happen today, and it might not be now. It might not even be in 2 hours, but something's going to happen.
Oh, no.
And that night, I found out about Etika.
Aww.
And J-Station, he didn't even wait for the fucking body to be cold before he made, contacting Etika at 3 a.m. challenge gone wrong. And all that shit. And I was livid. It is the only time I've ever made a straight-up rant video on my YouTube channel. And it took me, it's like 2 minutes long or something, but it took me 45 minutes to record because I didn't want it to be longer than like 3 or 4 minutes, and I kept ranting for like 20 minutes about how much I hated J-Station and how much it pissed me off that he would do this. And he rightfully received a shit ton of backlash for it. Eventually deleted the YouTube video. But, at that point, damage done, right? Like,
right.
Everyone already knows you're a shit stain. Not much you can really do about that one. But, yeah, so that's what started my hatred of J-Station. And, yeah, so now he's finally gone. and I probably won't have to hear about him for like another few years, which is nice. Uh,
That's good.
yeah. Hopefully he gets some time and well, I don't even like hope he gets time in jail. I just hope that he doesn't come back to YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think there was anything inherently wrong with like the 3 a.m. challenges, like the buying a monster on the dark web. I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with that. There's definitely an audience who enjoy it. Like the
Mhm.
little kids who watched his videos and enjoyed them, sure. Like if that's what they enjoy, then there's no real harm in it. Like I respect that. Like that was his content. He knew what his demographic was.
Right.
Yeah. I'm gonna try
What?
and pull fish into the call.
Oh God. Is he online?
Yes.
He better do it quick, cause I'm getting tired and I have class tomorrow.
But yeah. So it is it's an interesting saga. Like I'll see if I can find a video that like covers the stuff. If not, I'll just send you like a couple of videos that talk about the whole situation.
Yeah.
And it's very fascinating to me. Like again, I don't think there was anything inherently wrong with like obviously yeah sure the content looked stupid, looked cheesy, was like super bland, but it was for little kids. Who cares?
All right.
Until he started making it about people who had actually just died in real life and making money off of that's where I drew the line.
Yeah. No, that's not
That's
cool.
super fucked up. But yeah, so that's the little story, the tragedy of J Station the Foolish, of Darth J the Foolish. Yes, have you
Mm.
heard the tragedy of Darth J the Foolish? But yeah, so that saga's finally over. So that's where the whole so and so is subhuman garbage thing came from. Is my furious rant about J Station,
Mm.
where I was like I was pretty much on the verge of tears the whole time. I was like you know how like you eventually you get so angry you just almost fucking cry.
Yeah.
Oh, fish went offline, pussy. That
Wait till he
pussy.
hears you say that.
Yeah, he does not subscribe to my YouTube channel, I don't think. But
Oh.
yeah, so he's also he'd have to watch an hour 2 minutes and 40 some odd seconds to find out. But
Is that how long we've been talking?
yes, 1 hour 2 minutes and 53 seconds.
Jesus.
Yeah. Podcast length. So yeah, but in conclusion, I don't necessarily think that there's a problem with like children's content, like the 3 a.m. Or the calling boss baby videos. Are they fun to point and laugh at? Like, look how cringy and like awful this is. Yeah, sure, but I don't think there's
Mhm.
anything like I don't think it's necessarily wrong. My only like issue comes when you start trying to manipulate your fans into buying your merch. When you're clearly like Jake Paul trying to like
Mm.
manipulate his subscribers who are all like 11-year-old girls into into buying
Yeah.
his merch. That I have a problem with.
Yeah.
Or like fake gift card giveaways.
Mm.
That one gets my blood boiling. Because there's a lot of YouTubers who do like kids content, and they're like, if you want to join my free gift card giveaway, hit the like button, smash subscribe, and turn on the notifications, and I'll announce the winner whenever, and then they never actually do it.
Yeah. No, that's just
Yeah,
not
once
cool.
you start spreading like deliberate misinformation too, like there was a couple of YouTubers. I'm gonna actually send you a link to Leon Lush did a fascinating few videos on these guys that claimed that they were dying. There were YouTubers who said we're leaving YouTube because we're dying, and one of them was like he legitimately had like a liver disease.
Okay.
And yeah, sure, go ahead. that one fine. You don't need to like explain it. He's like, look at all these pills I'm taking. I can't do it anymore. And I'm like, yeah, sure. You know what? Fine. That's fine. Like you're clearly like hella sick, and if you're leaving YouTube, that's fine.
Right.
But then his brother, his brother was like, and I'm dying from vertigo. I'm dying because I'm so dizzy all the time. And then they went to a chiropractor, and it's like, this guy, Dr. Bergman, him and Jesus can cure anything. They can cure cancer. And I was like, oh no. Oh no.
As someone who suffers from vertigo a lot,
It's not that
No.
bad. Just take a few deep breaths, and usually you're fine.
yeah, seriously.
Alright, I can tell you're getting a little tired. It's like 10 o'clock by you.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I'll let you go. Is there anything you want to say to the viewers, or listeners for this one? Before you go,
Skate fast, eat ass.
smoke grass because it's legal in most states now.
Oh, I said skate fast.
Yeah,
eat ass.
skate fast, eat ass, and smoke grass because it's legal in
Yeah.
most states now.
I know.
Alright. Well, that'll be all for
Alrighty.
this episode of The Soda Fountain. I'll see if I can get someone else and maybe just do another one tonight, too.
Don't tire yourself out.
Oh, what's the worst that could happen? Dead. Alright. Thank you for joining me, Diet Coke. I am Hot Cocoa, and this has been The Soda Fountain. Later.
Mm.